Skull's voice is so deep. Dude, I've got a cold. Can't help it. Eagle Fist, thank you for half a year. I love watching you. Keep up the good work, Paul. Sorry for not being here because I had family problems. Thank you for making me and the family happy. I hope you're over them now, Eagle Fist, but thank you, bro. Will you switch to BST times from tomorrow? Example, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday BST, Saturday BST. Because British summertime starts tomorrow at 2 AM. Sunday at 2 AM. Yeah? So at 2 AM, UTC time, yeah, it will suddenly become 3 AM in the UK. We have then plus 1 hour on UTC. That's British summertime. So at 2, it will become 3. That was an apartment, not a research thing. Oh, that... oh, yes, okay. That one. Farms and apartments. There's this. I'm not sure what this needs. Don't really want medics here, to be honest. After you did the filter, what? Oh yes, you lose an hour in bed. Absolutely. Now this one has apartments. That's a research, isn't it? It also has a farm. So we're alright with botanists. We're alright with scientists. I don't think... See, I can't... I need to be able to see further back here. It's a bit rubbish, this. I need to see what I've got.
The chief security officer shared his findings on the Dreamers with us.
The Dreamer trait can be taught in schools. Great. There are no mines around here. That's what I was trying to establish. No mines and no factories.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
So that means we don't want engineers and we don't want geologists. But we do have an infirmary. I kind of feel like this is going to create chaos, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I've got a shuttle later, so if they're within walking distance, they'll walk to another dome. But if they're not within walking distance, then they physically can't move unless there's a shuttle available, which there is. There's a rare metals mine. What, here? Yes, there is. See how my brain is not working? But we don't have any factories. No factories. We'll just leave it like that for botanist. Right, this one has no factories around it at all. Definitely no engineers, definitely no geologists. This one has a lot of research, I think. So we definitely want scientists here. We also have a mineral extraction going on. But we don't have any factories, I don't think. So no engineers. We like geologists. Botanists, we don't want here. We do have extraction. Okay. I hope that's right. Because all our factories are up here, aren't they?
Resources are low.
Yeah, so hopefully the engineers will all come here. Low on machine parts. 17 machine parts, that's fine. Okay, they upgraded. That's an 8.4. 8.4, 8.4. So they're all upgraded. This one's still chucking out 6.4. 14.4 surplus in the day, which is leading to slight battery discharge. It's fine.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
Dunno's in them. Zonta, 26 months. Yet another month. Yay! Black Wave, 29. Let's have a Fitbit on. You think too many thumbs down could cause problems, Dr. D? You might well be right, mate. Trouble is, I've no idea. Double shifts in there, triple on that one. Vacant work slots 1. Wow, there's a lot of people working in the school. Do we need so many people in the school? I don't think we do. Cutbacks in schools? Outrageous. I think somebody's relocating here. Oh, payload nothing. Something got dropped off. Oh, these are graduates. Wait a second. Are they the kids?
Research complete.
Well, who's working here then? Oh, trait survivor, composed, nerd. Dreamer. Look at this. Dreamers make sense of the shared dream but lose sanity during mirages. What the heck? Survivor. Why? I don't get this whole dream thing. Why do you want to choose this? Survivor loses health without water, food, oxygen. Religious. Higher individual base morale. Enthusiast. Increased performance boost when at high morale. Composed, sanity losses are half. Nerd gains temporary morale boost each time a new technology is researched. Nerd's quite nice. Composed is nice. Survivor's nice. They're all pretty good. Kids hype. Vacant residential slots 5, and we have no room to build any more. So that's something to watch out for. Resilient architecture. That must be under engineering. Wait, we just finished learning that thing, didn't we? Outdoor buildings require maintenance less often. So now, if there's less maintenance, that means we should have a slightly increased surplus of goods, because we're not using it all on maintaining stuff. Now researching engineering. Oxygen and power storage capacity expended by 50%. That's going to be a nice boost. That's going to be a very nice boost. We don't need to build batteries because we're doing that now. Colonists without the proper specialization suffer a low work penalty. That's very useful to have. Are you loaded yet? Oh, look at this. I set this to be a lower priority than that one, but they're both being loaded up with rare metal. That doesn't make any sense. Look, fuel and rare metal is being put on here, even though this has a higher priority.
Funding received.
That's just stupid. They should do this one and then do this one, not do them both.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you, Martin. You would not buy a one-way ticket to Mars, but there actually are people who are committed. I don't really get the appeal, Pukavilla. It really isn't a case of the grass is greener. Like, it's just not. You're basically committing your life to living in a small dome rather than living in a large dome. Kronakian, thank you for 14 months. Another month from Zonta. Yay! You got your new cat on Wednesday. He's very placid and quiet. I'm glad he doesn't like chewing cables. Oh, man.
Welcome back, Natter.
Vacant residential slots 1, vacant work slots 6. Unemployed 2. 2 people unemployed here. Hello. find it, like, it's interesting that it lets you filter by sex. Which basically means you could make a dome full of men and a dome full of women, and therefore you would get no children, if that's what you wanted to do. I'm not really sure what would happen with the other category, though. Musk is going to Mars. I don't think he will, Zenim. Mr. Drummer, thank you for 16 months. Bobster, welcome back. I think the first people that go to Mars, I don't think they'll make it back. First thing they'll build on Mars when humans arrive is an IKEA. Shouldn't that be a McDonald's? Why have we got 2 people unemployed here? Presumably they'll just relocate. Oh my god, Mrs. Stop texting me. Every 5 seconds I'm getting texted.
Sector scanned.
Wait, did Dora make it back? Let's get some more metals from somewhere. Wow, there's loads here. Oh my god.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Dora the Explorer. Jeff! Didn't I already have a 36 months anniversary? I don't remember, Jeff, but thank you for 3 years, dude. Mr. Drummer, thank you for 16 months. We can't even look after our own planet. Let's not ruin another one. LOL. We have so much metal. This is unreal. Vacant work slots 4. Unemployed and homeless 1. Homeless? What the heck? Who's the homeless guy? Oh, it frustrates me that you can't see. Like, it tells you you've got problems. Oh, you've got a homeless person. Right, well, show me the guy. Show me what's wrong.
Research complete.
No, you'll have to find him. Storage compression complete. Nice. Homeless penalty 54%. So we just need to build more slots. No, there's a resident slot here. And yet we've got a homeless person. I don't understand. Maybe finding the homeless is part of the game. There he is. Outside the workforce, child. Age group child? What the heck? Do we need a nursery or something? We have a nursery. The nursery's full. Can we upgrade the nursery? No. We'll have to build another one. Feels like the domes are not big enough, you know? Appeal of going to Mars is not because it's better, but because the survival of humanity on one planet is drastically smaller than two. The thing is, though, that what you're saying there only holds true if you can make a colony on Mars that can be 100% independent of Earth. Because if all the technology and all of our knowledge and all of our resources and precious metals and everything are back on Earth, if something happens to that planet, if Mars can't survive on its own, the colony on Mars cannot survive on its own, then it doesn't make any difference, does it? Because if one's lost, the other's lost. And I don't think we can survive on it. Not for a long time. Independently. Maybe you could survive by sending resources and supplies over in rare metals and things that you can't manufacture on Mars. But eventually, you'd have to get to the point where Mars can survive on its own. And I don't know what's in the Martian rock. I don't know if they've got the minerals we have. They're not going to have things like oil. If you can't extract metal from here and process it to make things...
We have a food
Our
shortage.
colonists are starving.
What? How can we have a food shortage? We have 204 food. How can we possibly have a food shortage? Where has all the food gone? Oh, it's stockpiling it over here.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Which is really weird. Why am I having to micromanage this now? Why don't the shuttles move it?
Time flies. The day of the final mission evaluation is drawing near. It's probably a good time to look at the colony statistics and address any goals and issues that we haven't so far.
Well, let me see what goals we have. Your goal is to export 100 rare metal at Sol 100. At Sol 90, we've exported 299. I'd say that we have passed. It still doesn't tell me what we get for this. Yeah, you would think, right, that if you've got starving colonists, that the drones would make it their top priority to move food. But no. I have to manually drive a transporter over there. There's food everywhere. There's food here, there's food here, there's food here. Why is it not moving across? The drone network is not moving food properly. There's no food on this one. Bizarre. think of the first decades, the case will be that Mars will not be self-sufficient, but you have at least to give it a chance. Oh, I totally agree with you that living on one planet, having the entire civilization or species on one planet is a bad idea. All your eggs in one basket. But I just don't know if we can colonize Mars. It'll take decades, if not hundreds of years, to properly colonize it. In the text in red, it means the food is blocked there. Wait, what? What do you mean blocked? The text in red. Where are you reading this? Food shortage, starving colonists. Where are you reading that? Altsy law. They got one food here now. When you click on a stockpile. Sorry, yeah, food is filtered here because there's a food platform there. I think that's what you meant. There's a food platform here. And within drone range, there's a food platform here. This one is filtered, though I don't know why. Okay, maybe that's the issue then. Why is that filtered? Is it filtered? Why is that filtered for food? I must have done this a while ago. For some reason. I can't think why I would have done that. It's very odd. Interesting. What about colonizing the moon? "3D printing and nanotech." I think you have to start from the basics. You have to work from the basics. 4D. So, you know, if you colonize Mars, your very basic survival needs are going to be air, which is not just oxygen, it's nitrogen and oxygen in the right ratio, plus other things. Air pressure, which you're going to have to simulate, because you can't live outside. So your dome needs to have the right mix of air at the right air pressure. That's so you can breathe. That's a basic number one. The next thing you need is water. You can't survive very long without water. So you're going to need water that you can drink. We don't know about water on Mars. We suspect there could be ice underneath, but then we'd have to melt it, which needs energy. So we need energy from somewhere as well, which means we need solar arrays, that kind of thing. They can't be manufactured on Mars. They have to be shipped over. Each solar array that you bring to Mars is going to be millions of dollars to move in real terms, because your rocket needs to get there and back. So anything that you bring is going to be fantastically expensive. Like, if you wanted to take a Snickers bar to Mars and back, imagine how much that's going to cost. So you need water, oxygen, then you need your food. You can't keep bringing food and water over, so you have to be able to grow food. Wherever you grow food, you need water, so now your water supply needs just went up. And that's like your absolute minimum of what you need. Food, water, air pressure, right? Then you've got to deal with your waste product. What are you going to do with all that? You've got to use bacteria and stuff. You've got the biological needs. You've got the first aid needs of people. If a disease breaks out, what are you going to do? You need things to treat it. Your body has healthy bacteria inside it. And a lot of your ecosystem will need bacteria to help, like soil needs bacteria. You know, it's a very, very complex problem. You can't just say, oh, well, we've got a 3D printer, so we'll be okay. It really is a complex problem. Colonizing a planet will not be easy. How do we clean these domes, by the way? Is he loaded up on food? Why have you loaded up on metals? Oh my god. Unload resources here. Yeah, I don't play Elite. It's just too much of a time sink for me. Hey, Mr. Bones. PV Brackle, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome to the house. Sorry I missed that one, but I saw the nutty welcome. Thank you, PV. Appreciate the support. If you want to know about your sub benefits, just ask a mod. They'll let you know. Getting yourself on Discord is a good one. Right, load food. Well, the Mars temperature is a problem as well. The Mars atmosphere is a problem. The atmosphere, the temperature, you know, it's going to be very, very difficult. And then if you want to build a dome like this, just think of all the resources you're going to have to take to build a dome this size. Look at the resources. You're going to have to fly this here on a rocket. That's an insane amount of stuff. And if any of it goes wrong, can you fix it? Have you got the people? Have you got the materials? Big problem. Right, food's starting to move across here now. But even so, we're going to go and dump it there. Manually move everything. Rusty Brazen, thank you for 40 months. Excited for the convoy next week. Yay! Geordie, thanks for 29. Terraforming, JTB. What does terraforming mean to you? Hundreds of years more of advancements in building a colony on Mars was difficult as running a nuclear sub underwater for 3 months. 60 years ago, people would have said it was impossible. It's going to need a significant amount of technical advancement to get us there. And living under a submarine only works because you take all the supplies you need to last 3 months. After 3 months is up, they can't live down there. The nuclear engine could carry on running, but people can't live down there because there's no food and water anymore. And when you're on Mars, and it will take like anything from up to a year to get another rocket to you, that's a bit of a problem. Are these guys ready to go? 10. Okay, you just head back now, then you'll fill up quicker. Look, this guy that I put on low priority has taken 24 exports, and this one that's on a higher priority only got 10. It makes no sense. What does priority mean to this game? No resources found in that sector. I did wonder, I thought there might be some stuff down there. Door is charging. That's a lot of metal. Blimey. Why are you hiding behind a rock? What on earth? I told this thing to go here, and it went straight to that rock and got stuck. Are you actually serious? Whoa. It's a lot of metal. So if I tell that guy to come here, he just drives into a rock. Yeah, it looks like the pathfinding is pretty bad. I didn't realize it was that bad. That was rubbish. That makes no sense. Like, how can they write code like that? Like, if it's here and you say go here, it evaluates a path, and the best answer it comes up with is to drive into that rock and sit there. It would have been better if I right-click on it and it says unable to find path. At least I can deal with that. Hiding behind a rock doesn't help. You got food now. Yay. What are they using for fuel? Peakavilla. We're amazingly... We are translating water into fuel. Don't ask me how we're doing it, but that's what we're doing. Imagine doing your grocery shopping. Well, if you live on Mars and you can only get, like, Earth can only send you one supply rocket every year, you're going to have to think very carefully about your order. It's not going to be like Amazon Prime, let me put it that way. What's the point of recharge stations if rovers can charge on cables? The little drone things, these little guys, they can't, what they do is they walk into these, voluntarily walk into them and charge themselves up when they need to. But it's not perfect, but it works okay-ish. Right, researching social, which is the general training. Next stop is going to be the physics thing. Rockets carry 10 more colonists. Space elevator. Exports rare metals to Earth and offers supply materials and prefabs at preferential... What is this? What is this? 400 concrete, 200 metal, 150 polymers and 150 parts. Exports rare metals to Earth and offers resupply materials and prefabs at preferential rates. You what? The Megadome. That's nasty. Rare metals production increased by 50%. Wait, what? Rare metals extractor production increased by 50%? That's got to happen. You can get supplies in a second with the elevator. Yeah, how quickly, like, with the rocket it takes a couple of sols to get here, how quickly does the space elevator do it? What are my thoughts about this game? It's decent, but it definitely has some shortcomings. If you go to Steam and click on the store page and click and have a look at the reviews, you'll see it's mixed. And if you read through the comments, you'll see why. There are some of the things that just are frustrating, and some of them are not functional. Four vacant slots, 11 residential slots, okay. How are we getting on over here? Yeah, we need more people. Again. So my problem is, how do we get more people? Because I don't think there's many people queuing up to come here. 13 people ready. 13 people. The space elevator is amazing. It takes seconds to deliver and is loads cheaper. Well, not to build initially, but yeah. Paradox are good at improving games over time. They... in what respect though, Wildstar? Like, if you take Skylines or something, they're pretty good at dropping regular content. Like DLCs and things like that. But if their core underlying gameplay needs improving, which it does, are they good at that? You'll deplete your deposits quicker. Yeah, we'll also make more money quicker. But yeah, we're going to need more people. We're going to have to work our way over here. There's another mine over there we could extract as well. That could be the next stop. If we need more metal, we can come here. It's useful though, where you can, like here, where we can only afford one mine because we don't have enough people for two. It's useful because we get more out of this quickly. LTC, I passed both of my PPL tests that I did. Windows Defender summary. Windows Defender antivirus has not found any threats since your last summary. Woo! Good to know. Thank you for telling me why I'm playing a game. I think we're going to have to Get the transporter to bring metal here, and then bring it to the base later, because it can't pathfind all the way around. Stellaris, HO Big Patch is even a year after release. They're a pretty decent company, Paradox. I am surprised they released this game, though, without kind of improving the management aspect of it. The underlying gameplay of Stellaris sucks to me. The space combat just sucks and isn't that fun as population builder. Stellaris is a completely different kind of game, though, isn't it? No, legit, Rob. I'm full of a cold, mate, and I'm just not in the mood for Mice in my Car. I wanted to play it today, but I just can't bring myself around to play it. Space Elevator is a wonder, so yes, it's really expensive to build, but it's so good as it exports all the metals up 100 at a time. So it's just the basic requirements. Like, what was it, 100? Was it 100 polymer or something? Or 150 polymer? 150 machine parts. It's like insane amount of stuff. How do I get more people to apply? Considering we already had the, that one. More applicants start to appear on Earth. Don't we need to bring in a... How do we bring a tourist in? You know you bring those vloggers and stuff. If you have like a tourist on your colony, doesn't it like improve the people that apply or something? You have 3 water slurpers, build a couple of fuel refineries. To do what though? We've already got 2. Generates research faster than research lab. Ooh. That's something worth thinking about. You only have 5 reserve fuel. That's because we're loading up this thing. What we do have is a power shortage, though. Breed more people. I'm trying, bro, but how do you get them to breed more quickly? Also, when you breed more people, you've then got a problem. You've got to wait for them to get into a worker age. Yeah, the water tower's still filling up. The fact that we dropped in water, though, is interesting. It kind of implies... I don't know, maybe production stopped somewhere for a bit. As long as it's not Jake. Your main complaint to this game is that it's a management game with a woeful amount of management tools, and the UI isn't organised enough, nor does it tell you enough things you need to know to get easy access plays. Zero sick, I would agree with that. I think that... And that's what surprises me as to why Paradox released it. Because normally they build pretty thorough games, and this one, as you say, is a management game, but it doesn't give you the tools, and the UI is just weird in places. Medical center with upgrade and lots of comforts makes the babies. We've got a medical infirmary. What's the comfort level? Average comfort is 76. It's not a bad place to live. Once that's refueled, that can go. In automated mode is activated. The rocket will repeatedly travel back and forward to Earth. It will land on the same spot and won't carry any imports or passengers. The rocket will launch to Earth when the cargo is full and the rocket is refueled. We'll put that one auto. Reagan's on autopilot. Paradox games are way better once a few expansion comes out, whack-a-day. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you look at Skylines, but I mean, even the base game of Skylines still, as a functional game, worked really well. I think some of the things that didn't work so well were the traffic management, but the tools came via mods. This game's moddable as well, so maybe you'll see this game modded to improve the weakness, like Skylines. Who knows? Fortnite. I think it's a good game. I don't play it though.
Research complete.
General training. Good. 123 metal there. Look at that. Right, he's now charged. So what we can do... tell him... I've got that as well. Crikey. Okay. Move that metal. Get him to do that.
Funding received.
Right, metal funding. Building's not working, that one, and that one. Oh, that's not good. Although that'll get fixed when we bring the drones back, I think. Not right now, there's something they wanted but didn't get done in time for release. What, the modding side of it? Can you not hook two domes together? No. He should be leaving soon. I think another refinery wouldn't be a bad idea. Hooking domes together.
Sector scan.
Oh, I see what you mean. Gotcha, like linking like tunnels and stuff between them. So that would be very, very handy. I mean, if you was in real life, that's exactly what you'd do, wouldn't you? You'd have like airlocks and corridors. I thought there'd be stuff down here. Just need to watch our water supply. Make sure we've got enough water. You took your first driving lesson in 20-foot visibility. Your instructor should not have taken you out, I don't think.
There are Earthsick colonists.
Oh, great. A loner hypochondriac. Oh, perfect. A middle-aged engineer loner hypochondriac who's not looking for a job. Gee, why don't you just get on the next rocket? Wow, look at the comfort. 0. Service building was full. Service building was full. My dome feels overcrowded because I'm a loner. Had an unprepared meal. Service building was full. Does this guy just keep going to the shop at the wrong time? Sanity. He's losing his sanity. You know what? I think we'll just let him go. I can't fix that. That's terrible. If he's going to keep go shopping whenever we're full, what can I do? That's pretty bad, man. Devs promised on Wednesday's Q&A stream that connecting domes will be added as an official patch. Ah. Oh, it's improving. It's coming back up. He managed to get into the art shop. You liked it in the art shop. See, if we land a rocket now, he's going to be on the first one home, isn't he? Put some buildings on mornings and some in afternoons. Spreads out the service needs. Let's see. Well, the art workshop has got a morning shift and an afternoon shift, but not a night shift. The space bar. Maybe we should run the space bar as a 24-hour operation. The infirmary's opened. The factories, well, the factories are running 24 hours. Well, this one is. This one's running 24 hours. This one's running... So I think the problem we're on night shift, people... Well, if they're working... No, it's got to be the people who are working, like, mornings can't go anywhere because the... Let's make the art shop 24 hours, see what happens. And the grocer. There you go. Get your essentials. Vacant residential slots 9, vacant work slots 6. Okay. I think bringing some more people would help. Kind of want him to leave. He's not my favourite colonist, if I'm honest. Fat Cowboy, 34 months. Keep up the good streams and vids. Thank you, dude. King Rat, 12 months already. Time flies when you get great content and brilliant community. Thank you. Thank you, King Rat. Happy anniversary. Your bar should definitely be evening and your hospital 24 hour. Well, that's logic talking. But the problem with working night shift is people lose sanity. You know? I don't know why.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Texting the missus. You lost sanity when you work night shift. It's not for everybody though, is it? That's what I'm saying. Some of these colonists should have traits, you know, where they don't lose sanity if they work night shift, and others, like, lose more, because that's a fact of life. Thank you for the host, Majesh. You've worked the night shift for 10 years, and I can tell you most of us are nuts. Well, wouldn't you just love it if the art workshop was open 24 hours? I think the Tesco needs to be open 24 hours, which is what we've got here. The infirmary, it's important you can go and get your health and sanity back. So we'll put that as 24 hours, but we'll have to bring more people in. $16 people matching. Available residency 14. Interesting. I can bring more people in than we have slots for. And I don't think we have anywhere to build slots because of that. See, we could trash this and build an apartment, but then you'd be building a 14 slot on top of an 8, which should only give you a +6, which is enough. Alexandra Barbu, almost yachts 4 hype. Great work creating awesome content. Best wishes and best of luck. You deserve it. Thank you very much, Alexandra. Research and build archaeology. What does that do? If only I had a search box here. Where to begin to look for archaeology. There it is. A new spire building. Provides comfortable living space for many colonists. Sounds like a nice thing to have. The research screen is a mess. I wouldn't say it's a mess, it's just not very useful. Like, for example, when you scroll here, like, it doesn't keep the categories. You know, like spreadsheets, how you can freeze a column? It's like that. Why doesn't that column freeze? Why is there no search box? How many's many? I don't know how many is. Many residents. Science Institute would be useful. Scrubbing's going to have to wait for now. Engineering followed by archaeology. But now we're cash rich, we could start outsourcing again. When you first played, you didn't know the research thing scrolled. I know! I did exactly the same thing, Zero. I was sat here going, and I was like moving my keys, my arrow keys, and it wasn't working. Now they do. And I was trying to click and drag, like if I click and hold here, nothing happens. So I can't physically slide it with the mouse, I have to like do the edge scrolling thing. It's just nuts. Just UI stuff like that.